Yo, what is going on YouTube? It is OG, and today we're going to be going over the part two semifinals games of SSG versus IX and the NA qualifier for Worlds. And yeah, Bobby covered the first two sets, I believe. So I'm going to be doing Brawl Ball, SNG, sorry, Gem Grab, and I'll do Bounty as well. The Bounty one might be a little scuffed. He didn't record the gameplay because Bobby set out Bounty. But it was streamed, so I'm gonna go to McD's stream and just get the gameplay from there. But let's get into the games. Okay, guys, game number one. Now you can see that we did go with pretty much the same comps. The only difference would be that Jack is on Carl and Alec is on Gene, and we do switch it up after. And overall, I think Gene's definitely the better pick. But right now it's pretty much even. Me and Second just kind of getting a feel for each other on the B. So I'm gonna like start being a little more aggro now. And unfortunately, one of my teammates, probably Jack, should have stepped in front of the ball there. But it just kind of caught him off guard. I think this is the first time he played in the set, so he's still like kind of warming up. No biggie. And then you can see Bobby does a good job popping second shield. Squashy gets a really good roll on me, and we pretty much trade. So Second doesn't have a shield right now, which is actually a pretty big deal because B's shield is just ridiculous, and this was before the nerf that just happened, so you could walk it in from really far out. So a lot of the times it's better to, well, it was to just die, and that way you get your shield back to score. So you can see I'm pitching over. I know they're going to go for another roll, and see, good thing that Jack took out that shield, otherwise that would have been a close one. But I will take out Alec, and they do a good job cleaning up second best, and we finally get like some position, and we're just gonna like move the ball up slowly. So Bobby might look for a roll here, but I think he decides not to. Second's just gonna get the ball and take down his shield, and we got them in a really good place right now. Jack does have his super, but they have two things to cancel out that super. But you can see we kind of clean up here, and Squashy is just hanging on, but I'm gonna get the ball to Bobby, and he is just gonna tap that one in and tie it up at 1 goal apiece. So 50 seconds left, and you can see Alec is being really aggressive looking for that pull. And that's one of the reasons why Gene is just so good, because it's like a free kill pretty much every time. So Squash is going to get a little too ambitious and just go for another roll-in, but me and Jack are there to cover it this time, so he doesn't get another free goal. But right now we're just kind of feeling each other out a little bit, and you can see Alec just hanging on 5 HP there. I'm going to like go over and pinch second best. I try getting Alec too, but we almost get a goal too. They defend it pretty well though, and me and Jack have really good positioning right now. I think we could have maybe scored if he went to get the ball, but I don't know. I do have my shield, I believe. So Jack's doing a really good job just staying alive and just being a nuisance to them. I think he actually gets second. Yeah, he gets second shield, which is huge here. So really good plays from Jack, and me and Bobby just kind of pinching Squashy. I'll take him out. Bobby's gonna roll in, and I can't really do anything there, so I'm just gonna like do my best to stay alive, maybe like take them out, and I will trade and I'll get both of them. But they do have a Daryl with the ball, so we gotta be really aggro, and Squashy's just gonna roll in. Jack probably didn't have the super there, but it's okay. And everyone has their super right now besides me, so I'm gonna try building that up, but it's really close right now. As you can see, we're just like all kind of feeling each other out. So unfortunately, my super does miss Alec, but I'm getting some good shots on him otherwise, and Second's going to pop my shield. And at this point, you could tell that they're trying to like work the ball down the right side, because that's where the Gene pull is, so we need to like switch over. And unfortunately, I do get taken out there. My shield got popped earlier, and Bobby's going to roll in. Not much else he could do there. Kind of had to like hope for a misplay, and they will take game number one. All right, guys, game number two. Sets are one apiece. Us winning heist, and they won siege. So this is a really important set just for momentum, and you can see we went over on Gene this time, and we're gonna be really aggro right off the bat, so we get good positioning. And I tell them just to like push the ball up the left side, and Bobby's gonna roll in and just shield for me, and I'll manage to sneak it in with 1 HP with that broken B shield. So we're off to a really good start right now, and I'm just gonna look to keep being like really aggro and like building up my super shots, and then really nice pull from Jack there as well. And that's going to open up the map, which, I mean, we have the same comp, but I definitely prefer that the map's open. I'm sure they do the same thing. Squashy gets a nice roll in. He gets pretty good value there. I'll take out second best here, I think. Yeah, so I'll take out second, and I'll go for Alec 2 now. I think we could have scored here. Just on the line. I don't know. I feel like I've seen that go in so many times on ladder, but it just a little unlucky, I guess. But we get really close to getting a second goal and making it a quick game 2. But over here, second is getting too ambitious, and he will get taken out by Bobby, so just kind of a waste. He didn't really get anything out of that play. But we're doing a really good job this game and just pinching and like getting position. So Jack will get pulled, but it's going to break some of their walls, so it's not a complete loss. I'll take out Alec, and I'll go for second best as well. And I almost got my shot around the corner, but fortunately I didn't. So Bobby, it's kind of tough to do anything in that situation, but he does like just manage to get some shots back for his super in the future. So I think that's the best that he could do in that situation. So I'm going to like push up the right side and just try flanking them. I know Daryl's getting close to his roll, so I'm trying to like really like keep the pressure on Daryl so he can't roll in. And you can see I do manage to take him out, which is really good. But second does have his pull, so I was yelling at Jack to pull him, and he just didn't pull him. I think if he pulled him, he might get like, I don't know. But second just does walk it in, and I get in front of the Daryl to block the roll because I see he's going for it. So all I can do here is really just stall. So I find the gap and just throw the ball out there, and I know my team's going to be back, so I'm not sure about that pull. But he does get the shield, and Bobby does a really good roll, and I'll manage to clear it to the left side. And right now, that was really close. Really good defense from everyone on my team. So we kind of, I wouldn't say we have the upper hand, but it's pretty much even at this point, and we do have possession of the ball. So I got to get a kill here so we can push up. So I'll go for Squashy just because it is the easiest target out of all the ones there. And Bobby is just gonna, on the line. I think if he shot right side, it could have been a goal, but it was really close. And obviously these are like really high pressure situations. And you can see me in second, pretty much at the same HP. I'm not sure if I still have my shield or not, but I do want to stay away from Alec just because he will stop my regen. So I'm staying close to Jack because he does have the healing. Okay, so I didn't have my shield, so nice shot from second best is going to take me out there. And my team just hanging on here. Not the best shot from second, but I will take him out, and everyone's just kind of panicking at this point. So I'm yelling to Jack like, yo, one shot and I have my super, and he just kind of I don't know. He doesn't take a very good shot, I'll say that. And Bobby almost makes a crazy play here. I'm like, yo, give me the ball, and like, oh my god, look at that, that's past the line. So we got 2 on the line that game, at least, maybe 3. I swear that one was past the line though, 100%. And unfortunately, I was celebrating too. I thought that was in, but it doesn't count, and we got to go into, well, we redo the game, so technically it's still game number 2. So you can see both teams staying with the exact same comp. At the beginning, I just want to like dominate as much as I can and just kind of like let them know that it's my mid. So you can see me and Jack get a really good pinch off on second, and that's going to allow us to push up. So I tried doing the same thing that we did last time, just moving the ball up the left side. I feel like we could have coordinated that a little better, but we're dominating them right now. And if I can get the ball here, second does a really good job just clearing it. And I'm not sure if I still have my shield here. Oh, okay, I know. And then all right, just watch. So it's so hectic, and I managed to just like sneak it in. Really close. They did really good defense, but I just managed to like tuck it in the left side, and Jack's gonna get pulled. So my teammates go down pretty fast, but I'm B, so I can just kind of hold it down and stall. So I know the threats, the Daryl and the B, so that's what I'm kind of like trying to focus on mainly. I really want to pop that B shield like what they just did to me, and I do get the shield, so it's a good trade. Nice pull from Jack to get Squashy, but unfortunately he will survive. Bobby's going to roll in on Alec and almost get the kill, but you know, it's kind of a stalemate in middle right now. We got our 2 range brawlers just kind of going at it. Second doesn't have a shield, and he does catch me out there with a nice little shot. I didn't know he was in there, and I'll get him back though, and Squashy's going to go in, but you know, my job is just to like stay on top of Squashy. Second pops my shield, good shot from him. And Bobby's gonna go in again, but nothing really comes from it. So second does take me out there. And Jack's left to defend. So He's doing a good job. As Gene, it's limited what he can do. Second doesn't have his shield. We got to remember that. So I know like the Daryl's the only real threat here. So I will go for the Daryl, and we'll just like manage to recover pretty well. Unfortunately, that does break a good amount of our walls. So that does make it a lot easier for them to score. But we are moving up the field pretty convincingly. Bobby's going to roll in. And I think he'll just get, not really the best roll there. He didn't get a lot of value in it, but we did take out their Darrow, so it's kind of a trade at this point. And we just want to hold on right now. 15 seconds left. I'm just trying to tag whoever I can, and the B is getting really good position, so I know that we got to watch the Darrow, so I'm just like making sure he doesn't roll. But he does manage to just get by, and my teammates died. The B did a really good job, and they just sneak it in with like 1 second left, and that's where I really messed up in the Brawl Ball set. I feel just getting pulled right there. It was kind of out of screen, and then Jack pulls the wrong guy, but we do lose the Brawl Ball set, and that one kind of sucked. I felt like we deserved to win the Brawl Ball one, but now we're on to the Gem Grab set. Alright guys, so game number 1 of Gem Grab. We are rotating, so Krang set out last one, I'm sitting out this one. It was really tough to watch because if we lose this, then we got eliminated from the tournament, but I have really good teammates, and it's tough for any of us to sit, honestly. So we're just trying to figure out something that works, and you can see Bobby is on Rosa, second's on Daryl, and they have a pretty interesting matchup. Krang's doing a good job on the right side. Usually the right side is the side with the big disadvantage, and he's holding his own against Squashy right now and getting a lot of good value on Bo, actually. So it'll be a lot easier when he gets his mines. He should just play them on his lane, I think, but he's going to go for the more aggressive ones, trying to like break open their mid. Personally, I'd play them on the lane against Atara just so she can't sneak up. Bobby's going to get taken out on the left side, and both Genes do have their super. Crying is just kind of guessing. That's why I'd play them on the lane. That way you could have complete vision when he has to inevitably go over it if he wants to move up. But you can see Jack gets a really good pull on Alec. He kind of overextends and overstays his welcome, and Jack just catches him out. And Squashy does have his super, but Crying's vision spotted it, so Jack knew to back off, and they don't really get too much value. I feel like they don't get too much value off that. So Squashy's not really close to his super, I think. He's probably like halfway, a little over halfway. You can see the gems in the middle are just starting to pile up, and that's exactly where I would have put those first mines if I was Crying Man. But Squashy is going to move up, and they do have mid control right now. So Bobby's just trying to like make something happen on his side, and Crying's in a really bad situation, but he's doing really good. That's a tough matchup when the Tara gets right in your face like that, and she's definitely getting close to super, but doing all that he can. And Jack is going to come over and pinch, and Squashy will waste his super, so it's going to be really good for us. And you can see Crying throwing out the mines, so his mines on the right side got no value because Squashy was already up past it. And Second's doing a really good job on his matchup. He takes out Bobby, but Jack is gonna just go for second best. And wait, what happens? So 7 seconds left on the countdown. Nice pull from Jack. That really like clutched it up. I remember Jack clutched it up. I think he pretty much saved the set with that, and just really good pull from Jack. That's max range and just catches Alec out where he shouldn't be. So now we just got to hang on for a few more seconds. I think Bobby has 15 gems, so you can't really see it. It's out of screen. There it is. Bobby's got 13 gems. He's Rosa, so he's good. But Jack really won that game for us. Alright guys, game number 2 of Gem Grab. You can see this time Crying and second best switched over. So our lanes are completely different this game. So we got a Carl and an Ems. So Ems is really good for checking the grass here. As you guys can see, it's kind of a stalemate until one of the Ems overextends or tries to do something creative. So Bobby's actually on Gene this time, and Jack is on Carl. They switched it up. They're both really good Genes, so they can do that whenever they like. But Bobby is kind of winning this Gene matchup, I guess. He's being more aggro than Alec, and you can see Crying is winning his lane too. But Bobby has pretty much all the gems right now, and Jack's doing a good job just not feeding. Against Tara, it's really tough. but you can see he does get his super, and he'll get taken out, and Tara unfortunately will get her super. So that lane is going to be a struggle as long as Tara has her super. There's not really too many brawlers that can deal with that properly. So Jack will get pulled, but he is going to super here, I think. Oh no, he'll just get taken out. And unfortunately their healing thing does stay alive, but it's heading over to second best. It's in the wide open, so they should be able to take it out. Crying's doing a really good job in this Ems matchup, and he will take out second best. And he does have that high position, but to be fair to Jack, the left side is definitely the easier side on this map, and against Atara it's really tough. So they're gonna switch sides just because Crying can cover more of the grass with his shot than Jack can with his Carl shot. And you can see really good play from Crying there to catch Alec out. And now as long as they don't get like power pull or like we get cornered and they have M's, I think we're in a pretty safe spot. So Alec does overextend, and Crying really catches him out. He played a really good M's this game, and it ended up winning us the set. So really well played by the teammates. Alright guys, so excuse the gameplay. It's we didn't have it recorded, so the only way we could do it was by going to a streamer's stream, and luckily our boy McDees came through and had the gameplay. He was commentating the whole thing in his own stream. He's also on YouTube, so check him out on YouTube. But you will see his face in the entirety of the bounty set. So Alec is gonna grab that first star, and you can see we have mirror comps. They banned Brock and we banned Tick. So it's pretty much even at the start, and it's really tough. Nobody wants to overextend on this map, and it is like really defensive. So Crying will catch out second best there, and he's going for a kill, going all the way around, and he does take out Alex Shield. So he's off to a really good start on Piper, but he does get caught out unfortunately by second best. I think he should have just broken the walls and backed off there, but you know, he was feeling himself. He was off to a really good start, like I said. And now, okay, so for this game, like we VC'd the entire tournament. Like Jack doesn't VC, so like Crying, me, and Bobby, we were VCing, and Crying accidentally like muted himself for the entirety of the bounty set. So that was kind of tough. We had no comms in this, and you know, bounty is really important. So you can see he did get solo killed by second best, and I'm like, yo guys, like push up, and like I'm not hearing anything back. So it was kind of messy, but we're down 5-0, and you know, I feel like I have to be really aggro here just to get something to happen. There's 20 seconds left, and right now is just I do unfortunately lose my shield, and there's just not much happening, and I'll get taken out by the penny turret. It's a pain when you're trying to dodge everything else, but they are gonna take a pretty convincing win. 11, I think I get a kill at the end. Yeah, so it's 11-4. And you know, just kind of a mess for the first bounty game. Okay guys, game number 2. So you can see this time our strat was for me to get the middle star, and then we'd play more defensive. So I do take second best, and in retrospect I think I should have stayed mid the entire time. But it is going to be kind of a stalemate, so I'm just trying not to get poked too much by Squashy, but I do want to get some value too. And you can see Jack is trying to do the same thing. Alex doing a good job kiting him. My shield does get taken out. I get hit by both players. So that's going to change how I play significantly. And we do kind of lose mid, but I don't want us to go back in our spawn. So I almost get tapped there. That was actually really close. And I do have to just kind of like dodge, because I don't want us to get completely dominated. And we lost the left side, and then the mid is kind of gone too at this point. So I know if Squashy just takes my side, then we're gonna be spawn trapped, and that never really goes very well. So I'm looking to get a kill on Squashy. I do tag him, but he's just gonna back off, and I can't be as aggressive as I'd like because my shield got popped really early when they both hit me at the same time. So that was pretty unfortunate. And you can see Crying does get tagged, and that's gonna enable them to just kind of move up. And they did get the penny turret too, which is huge. We haven't gotten a penny turret yet, but Jack does get a penny turret, which could kind of save us at this point, but he places it wrong, and second just takes us out. And then Jack will get tagged by the B and penny turret at the same time. So sorry, the gameplay is kind of lagging a bit, but we're like panicking at this point. And you know, they know they're in a really good position. I can't really move up because of the penny turret, so I'm trying to like just not to die and hoping one of my teammates can do something. But we almost get squashy, and then we tag second best too. But last second, you know, we're both just kind of panicking, and we do end up losing, and then losing the match because of that. But yeah, guys, that is going to do it for today's video. Unfortunately, we didn't qualify. We still got 7 more chances. I think the main issue is just like communication and our team synergy. It's not quite there yet. I know everyone on our team's sick, and you know, I wouldn't trade my team for like pretty much any other players. It's just we got to get used to playing with each other and just communicating and figuring out who plays what brawler a little better too. But you know, well played to IX. Second really popped off in that series, especially. But yeah, we'll be looking to get them back in the next qualifiers. So definitely stay tuned for that, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace.